Happy Sunday. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the stream over here on the RBE channel side of things. And keep your eyes on the Sorry It's True channel as well, the second channel, the new channel. I'm going to let y'all know what we got to post over there today as well. We got to get a lot of content done. Today is going to be an interesting stream. We got some walking to do. I feel like I got like at least 10 videos of footage that we're going to reference. I got a lot of topics that's mixed in. Let me explain this to y'all because y'all see the thumbnail. The title says Eazy The Block Captain return to URL. And then also Rick Ross gets exposed. I'm going to bring the two topics together. Okay. I mean, it seems separate in the title, but you see the thumbnail. Business is business. I put in the thumbnail. I'm going to absolutely blend both topics together. All right. In the midst of this, what we're going to cover is, the battle rap. One of the things that's being discussed recently, at least on social media, Eazy The Block Captain possibly returning to URL. We saw Beasley do some interviews with Hip Hop Is Real. Shout out to Hip Hop Is Real. What else do we got? We got some tweets from Eazy about it. So I want to look at that. I want to talk about both sides. I want to talk about business is business. I want to talk about the state of Eazy and URL, why they would, why they wouldn't. I want to talk about morals. I want to talk about principles. I want to talk about money. I want to talk about deception. I want to talk about apologies. I want to talk about all of that stuff. That's why I believe this might be a very, very interesting topic. I'm gonna go a little bit glitch in the matrix, a little bit. I tend to have been one of those guys. Say the things that people are scared to say. Take the position that a lot of people can't stand in. Say fuck all y'all. I'm over here on my rare breed shit. I'm not compliant. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly, for the entire stream as well, just in case I'm not accurate or I'm misinformed or I'm wrong about anything. These are just opinions, allegedly for everything. Okay. But it's going to be an interesting stream. And also, when we're done with this stream, as far as the Sorry It's True Clips channel, I'm going to cover what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? We're gonna cover Clarissa Shields. I'm not gonna do it here on this channel because it's celebrity news and everything, but the way that it's turning away from the battles and all that, her and this guy exposing each other with DMs and text messages and all that type of shit, I'm gonna cover it on the other channel. So we're gonna take it over there now. Also, what do we got? This Blueface fight. I want to talk about that, and I want to talk about Bangum Smurf going off on Max B on the other channel later on today. Okay. As we get started, I want to let y'all know as far as the Meet the Bar upcoming RBE card, 2 weeks away, pretty much, right? Saturday, March 28th, going down in Atlanta. Shout out to everybody that went and grabbed their spot to be in the building. But please, at this point, don't DM me anymore. I got a ton of DMs to get through. If you've DM'd me for a spot or if you text me for a spot, and of course there's going to be some VIPs that even last minute or whatever, we keep some space for extra. But it's a wrap. I'm sorry. You don't have to tweet me. You don't have to DM me anymore. If you put up a free event, like what do you expect? You know what I'm saying? Like it's done. You see here, this is why you guys are getting this. All right. The sold out thing, even though they weren't for sale, they were just free. But we put it up like Friday night. By yesterday, it was a wrap. Along the way, I threw up like an additional 70 tickets. And those went real quick too. So sorry to everybody that's with the whole like, yo, it does, where are they? Blah, 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 blah. You got to jump on it early. And that's the reason why I wanted to cross this as well. I'm only doing free shoots, whether it's the next one that's coming up after this, that I got a bunch of stuff already pretty much set for that. When I put it up, when I announce it, please grab your joints early so you're not mad at me later. A free ticket to some nice matchups is going to go in less than 40 hours, 30 hours. Obviously, that's just how it goes. Yeah, I mean, so artists on the card, I took it up to about 260, right? I believe the capacity is like 300 in there, but I took it up to like 260 to leave the remaining space for entourage, battlers, VIPs, staff, yada 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 yada. So I didn't want it to feel like an event. I still don't. When you walk in there and you got that many people, that's the size of Club Drum. and it's going to be pit style, unless Avo changes it. It's up to Avo. But it might feel like an event. That's not my intention. My intention was to give the battle rappers a crowd, some reaction, like we did with some of this full circles of me giving away free tickets. But they just went, they just went, they just went. I threw up another batch, and next thing you know, it's just like that's more than I probably set out to do. But all right, so battlers, uh, expect some crowd reactions, but I think that's also a good thing for bar of the night, right? The bar of the night bag, let the crowd light up. So we're gonna have a good time in there. Bumped into somebody in the mall yesterday that grabbed one of the tickets. Shout out to all the supporters out there. You know what I'm saying? A couple weeks away. All right. Grabbed this yesterday too. Look at this one. Legends never die. I thought it was an NY hat. I thought it was an NY hat. It's not. It's the Negro Leagues joint. I mean, they in lids right now if anybody wants one. So I thought it was an NY hat. I grabbed it. I was like, oh no, Negro Leagues? That's the first for me. So I grabbed that yesterday too. Here's what it got me. Y'all see this one? We're about to start with the topic. Give me 30 seconds. I'm just having fun. We in live stream mode. This yesterday. Y'all know I wear these a lot, beads type of bracelets or whatever on the streams and on the lives. So I walked into this spot yesterday. I've never been in there before. They in the mall. Inspiration dot whatever. Cause I wear so many of these. I was like, oh, let me go check y'all out. I never really walked in there before. And the customer service was through the roof. Girl was so helpful. She was too helpful. I'm just like, oh, this little beads. Like, like relax. As she's ringing me up, she then gives me a $20 gift card. She gives me a $10 gift card. And I'm just like, this customer service, little suede bag it comes. I'm like, this customer service is like too much for some little beads. Like, I expect this to be corner store shit. And then she was like, how you paying today on my credit card? And I look over, it's $400. I bought three, and then you get one for free. That's the reason why I bought three, because she was like, you buy three, you get one for free. So I was like, I picked out three. And then I looked over, she rang it up to it was like $400. I was like, for these? I'm looking around, I'm like, oh, okay. Y'all got me. But I don't check prices in stores really, unless I'm in like a place that, like if you walk into Louis, the jacket might look like it's about $1,000, $1,500. It's really a $12,000 jacket. Louis, pull the tag out. Let me see this. Let me make sure. You know what I mean? But I don't expect these to be hundreds of dollars. So y'all got it. Y'all got it. It's all good. Part of the game. I got it in pink, and I got it in clear, and then I got like a bamboo looking one. All right, so I hope y'all fuck with it. I might as well. And there goes some promotion for y'all too. All right, let's get on this. Let's get on these topics. Let's see how this flows for me. Oh shit, my bad. I actually have a quick call out. My bad. Before we start the talk, I got one more quick one for 30 seconds. Hey, Holla, I knew I wasn't crazy. So I was tuned into Holla's stream yesterday. And shout out to Avocado. The stream was looking great. It looks like the 1v1 scene is supposed to look. So shout out to Ruin Your Day doing their thing. But Holla had his own event in the 1v1 space yesterday. Some great battles. He played arguably the best player in the space, Lamar Peters, parking lot Pete. I thought he was wilding but he likes to fight the top guys. The Uncle Schools, he's gonna call out Nas probably sooner or later. You got it, Rob. Like, you got it, Holla. But I called them after, or when we was on the phone after. I told him, I said, yo, there's a 4-pointer that Lamar put up. They fucked up the score in there. And this is the part I was talking about, man. I knew I wasn't crazy.
Day to win the halftime.
But see,
good defense. Good defense.
Let's make sure we clear. But when you go down like Peters did, to go down to try to make the, you know what I'm saying?
With LP, that's right. 17-14.
Oh, maybe that's what happened. Did he make that free throw? Maybe they didn't put the free throw up here. But anyway, this is what we was talking about on the phone yesterday. It's 16-14 right here.
LP, Hitman playing a hell of a game right now.
He hits the
And he hit
3-pointer.
that. And Hitman tipped that.
They still didn't change the score yet, and it went to 20. So that's what I was talking about. Unless it was the free throw that they just was so delayed on, possibly. But I knew I wasn't fucking crazy. Like, yo, me and my son was watching. He was like, yo, he got a 4-point shot on you, B. You know what I mean? Like, if that game would have ended within 1 point, like, yo, he would talk to these fucking refs or whoever's doing the scoring table. But all right. But shout out to Holla with the successful event yesterday. His brother Show Out played too. Played Lefty Dom. It's another crazy person that's on a tear right now in the scene. Y'all be wanting the top guys. I respect it. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. All right, let's get to the shit now. Let's get to the shit. So I'm gonna start on Eazy The Block Captain's Twitter. You know, I started to scroll down it for a second to let it intro the topic. And I saw this. Jay Black puts up breaking RBE announces Meet the Ball going down March 28th. Easy, what do you mean by this? Where is ... question mark, never mind. You know, finish your thought on Twitter, sir. Don't sub me. Don't sub us. What are you trying to say? What is that about? Finish the thought, man. Fuck the Twitter subs. Fuck the little broken thought. Say it. I don't even know what he's talking about, to be honest. But anyway. All right. This was a clip here. Beasley to Eazy to Block. If you want to come back to URL, own it. Says Ill Will and Mike P admitted they were wrong publicly. I'm going to get to that later on in the stream too. Beasley saying that about Ill Will and Mike P. I know Easy right now. Somebody, oh, he's sticking up for Ill Will. No. It's within the fucking topic, everybody. Jesus Christ. Can I have my opinions on camera? Can I do my little channel like the rest of y'all? You speak on what you speak on. I want to speak on what I want to speak on. But anyway, Easy replies, quick update. Last week, I had somebody reach out to them so we can get on the phone. That's all I got for y'all now. All right, so he's trying. He's trying to get it done. He's trying to get back on URL. Not really a shock to any of us right now, right? Easy's he went from saying literally out on his own stream, I'm not battling until like maybe, I don't know, I'm not really doing too much or whatever. Now I'm taking 5 battles. I'm gonna call my ops. I'm gonna call this person. I'm gonna call that person. Yo, URL, what we doing? Nah, you gotta kill niggas like that. Nah, fuck that. I'm laughing about it. Come on, man. Book me. It's all good, man. Come on. BC's over there responding like, get on your knees first, and then we'll figure it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't mean that in the pause way. I just mean like the beg way. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a shock. It's not a shock. Easy looks like he needs the work right now, and it's okay to need the work. It's just the circumstances are very ironic, and they look funny to a guy like me. They look funny as shit to a guy like me, to a degree on both sides, and I'll get into that too. I want to talk about when people under certain circumstances reconcile and when they work together. So why am I being an asshole when I'm pulling up this scene? Well, let's play it first.
What's up? I ain't seen you in a couple days. What's been happening? Man, get off that shit. It's over. It ain't nothing nobody can do about it, man. What do you want from me, man? Nothing. Just came to see if you was all right. See how you been doing.
I know we don't like each other.
I ain't talked to nobody, all right? I know. Cool. Always will be. I just came to see what's up.
You are
Let me tell you something, B.
You know what I mean?
I'm only playing your fucking game because ain't shit else to do. But don't you ever pull a gun on me again in your life. Well, I hope I won't have to. Yeah, we all go down if you do, because we all crew. Just try me if you think I'm bullshit.
Every line I could use. Every line in here. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. So, did y'all catch the bars and the correlations there? the history of URL and Eazy the Block Captain had a great start together. They had a great building together as far as big matchups, great matchups, some classics as well, like Easy and Chess, right? Um, big moments, Easy versus Goods. You got a lot of battles, and then even with Easy joining gun titles, like I put some of those links in my phone too, of like Easy and Surf talking together, all this type of stuff. There's so much that I went and I started looking back at, like there's a lot out there, man. But Easy got a lot of notoriety within that whole circumference. And then when he felt he had a security blanket and he wanted to make his move and he wanted to do something that he felt worked for him, the Hitman battle, the biggest battle of his career, he did that. Behind the scenes, we didn't know that he also is looking at it like, I have Remy Ma, I have Chrome 23, I got this trenches, I have my own league, I'm the man, I'm the star, I'm big dog, I'm the algorithm. Fuck them. I don't need them anymore. So when two people start out with the honeymoon or two entities and they're working together, I can't wait to get through some of this Rick Ross and gunplay shit too. That's when shit is all sweet. I'm helping you, you're helping me, and it's organic. Okay. When one, if not both, well, URL was already URL before Easy. So when the other person starts to come up, when he becomes, let me change my look, let me get rid of the Akuma beads, I'm going to take the Remy Ma hip hop image package, I'm going to finally fly outside the country for the first time and act like I've been doing this my whole life. I'm going to change my clothes, I'm going to get the braces, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to act different, I'm going to try to put on this rapper image now, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to boss up now, you know what I'm saying. Now when you become a little bit too big for your britches, or you think you that nigga, or you think you run shit, or you think you could snap your fingers and everything stops and moves around you, orbits around your world, and you even convince other people of that as well, that's when you can have like what Beasley explained, bitch niggas, fuck y'all, I'm over here, I don't need. That's when you have that. Okay. Then when you have two people, Jay-Z rapped about this as well, two sides, two entities. They get money, they're doing their thing. They both feel like they're on top of the world. URL is URL. Got caffeine, they got money, they got the app, they got battles, they got cars, they got the mayor, they got all this stuff still happening without Easy. There's a million battle rappers out here. Easy's over here, still got Chrome, still got trenches. I'm still super lit. I've got Geechee battles and shotgun shook battles. No, I'm the man. I make a phone call. I say this public. I call Rem. I get it done right now. Can't make those calls anymore, it seems, right now. But at that point, you feel like I make it happen because I got Rem with me. Rem make that shit happen. And she'll spend it. Click off heels and everything will stop. So now it's kind of the fuck you energy time. We're going through the stages. It's the fuck you energy point of it. I don't need you. You don't need me. I'm happy over here. One of us is going to falter sooner or later. You know what I'm saying? I'll be there to watch it. Either one, right? A lot of shots being taken, a lot of damage control, a lot of back and forth, a lot of disrespect. And when I say disrespect, allegedly from both sides. For example, the Easy event that had issues, allegedly. Danny Myers doing an interview saying, yo, he's about to take me out of hustle battle, this battle. Truffaut does an interview, lucrative offer, blah, 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 blah. No. You can't just say it's P. You can't just blame P. Let me skip to that topic and then I'm going to come back to this point that I'm making right now. I don't work with me. Never will. Nobody could feed me that in this lifetime or else I'm naive. You can't feed me. You have a group of people, a team of people, a gang of people, and there's an anomaly that's causing all of this over an extended amount of time that is separate from the group. Doesn't work that way. If you believe that, let me sell you some sand at the beach. For example, Norbs being a fall guy at times. Norbs was Norbs for many years. And the dynamic of URL, it's kind of smart. You got the brash, speak his mind, don't have any media training type of delivery of a smack. You have the clean up, smart, politically correct thinker Beasley. You have the smart, creative, disruptor, don't mind getting dirty in the public's eye as well, like a Norbs. And P filled that spot to a degree as well. Take on some of the dirt and some of the backlash of this type of stuff. There's no way, though, that all parties involved, if you catch my drift, there is no Lawrence continues to block King of the Dots battles or make phone calls to battle rappers like, yo, how do I get you off of that King of the Dot card this Saturday? And then you can't look at me sideways if Lawrence is doing that. It doesn't work that fucking way. Sell that shit to somebody else. All right. Allegedly. But I just was given a hypothetical of like within RBE. All right. So nobody thinks that I'm trying to point a finger or nothing like that. So there's things happening from both sides over these years. Shots, blogs, reputation, events, money, battles, conflicts, all types of stuff, right? Now let's get to the other or the last phase of these relationship stages. The stage when we both need each other. When I played the Juice scene, we don't like each other. We don't fuck with each other. But yeah, some of the best of a man to me. Pow! Type shit. Q is checking on, Bishop is checking on Q there for real. I just came to see how you doing. Like an easy tweet. Like, yo, I'll battle with URL. They both got a knife behind their back. They can't fuck with each other. How could you fuck with each other for real after this type of history amongst each other? You really can't. And I'm not playing divide and conquer. You guys do the battle. I'll be here to collect my gas money to talk about it. It doesn't make me shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to divide and conquer. I'm just being me. I'm just being me. I'm just being different. I'm just being rare breed. That's what I am. That's what I represent. So at that point, when you could see Eazy begging his ops to battle, Olive Branch and URL after, and coming back and giggling about it after Smack says you got to kill niggas like that. Smack represents in that moment the real feelings, the real energy, the real thought. Beasley comes with the broom after. And somebody go ahead and try to convince me that Beasley doesn't have his real true mind. That's the thing I respect about the guy. He's manipulative as fuck, but he's smart. He's a very, very smart guy. That's the one thing I think that was always part of one of our issues, not just RB and your one. It's like, I see, it's like we see each other. Like I could see, like these other niggas is blind. It's like, we're in a room now. They got these two type of thinkers. They can see each other. Who's gonna slip on something? No. Beasley knows how he feels, but he's so smart. The statement behind Smack is, so do you ever think what he does is leave the door open? Leaves the door open. And I don't know. I gotta think about it. I'm not calling him. He's not calling me. You know, he does what I do sometimes too. It's that passive aggressive thing. Like, why would anybody say that I have an issue with them and nobody has confronted me at these events? You know, you're making a point that's supposed to have additional legs to it for other people to interpret. You know what I'm saying? And he cleans it up. Very politically correct. Very smart business tactic. Because right now, an Eazy The Block Captain on URL is a splash. Be real. It is. It's a big announcement. It was like one of the reasons why when Averb and Holla get into it, you know, it was because Gerald didn't know what was being kept a secret to create the whole, they don't get along, but here goes the battle. Like what Hitman and Beasley were trying to do. Right. And Gerald didn't know that. And then Verb did what he did. And then they have their issues. The history is the history. This is all fact. Right. It's no different here. So Beasley leaves the door open. You know, he could have even did what he was going to do. He could have just said, fuck Eazy, and then the announcement, and then come back and say it was promo later. Either way, you can't convince me that Beasley doesn't have flushed out thoughts about their history when he still says, I don't know on camera. No, he's too smart for that. There's too much that have happened between these two guys. All right. Eazy can help their energy right now. So where's the wins? For Eazy, it becomes the check, the look. I can't snap my fingers for Chrome right now. You know what I'm saying? ARP, he didn't answer my text message. T-Top doesn't want to book it. I obviously have problems doing it on my own shit, the trenches. So URL, what's up? And I think you guys got a nice check over there. You guys have always been a pretty finance platform. What's up? So it's the money. It's the look. It's the prestige. Those are his wins. URL, they get 2 wins out of it, or maybe 3. They get 3 out of it. One of them is hidden. One of them is the money as well. They should budget it properly, and they should profit as well. And the second one is good content for the app. Their bread and butter, right? Obviously. The third one is the public markout. Oh, I told you I was going Matrix today. Public markout. I hate when this nigga ARP speaks. This is my opinion. It's the public markout. It's tied to business. It's tied to legalities. It's tied to reputation. It's tied to narratives. Beasley tries to control and fight all of those. Smart. That's what he's supposed to do as part of his job. Okay. When he says things like, look at Mike P, look at Ill Will, right? They apologize publicly. They claim their shit. Now, I didn't see Mike P's, but I did see Ill Will's. Ill Will said that last one, that was on me. He didn't say all of our shit, I take accountability for it. Because we know that there's not, like, everybody knows URL is not no angels, right? And then Beasley does that a lot. Accountability. I don't remember last time I seen URL take accountability for some of these big things, or I don't know. They've never done it. They're like Eazy. It's always somebody else, or they're always being lied on. You got it. You got it. You got it. But the mark out, though, if you need me now, because I get to be a casino, which means that in time, you will be back. You can run over there, and we've watched a million leagues come and go, and Rem's the shit right now, and you big man right now, you got Chrome, and that's your girl and all that. Yeah, it's fuck us on the way out, like they say. Cool. It's just, how long does it take for all you niggas to apologize or to come back or to need me? Because I'm the casino. I don't have to be functioning at the top right now. I'm going to just nice steady. This year, next year, the year after, you will be back. You will be asking me for something. You will need me again. They know that because they've done it to people a million times. Because they know those squares that people claim that they walk around in and stand in. They know 90% of these niggas don't. They'll walk right out of that square the moment they need something. I know we don't like each other, which is cool, but you'll step out of the square. They know that. I know that. It's a fact. It's in everybody knows this shit. Okay? So the markout, how does it help you reputation-wise? Well, Beasley says it. He says, people always think it's us or whatever. He wants the public, documents as well. Sometimes it could even be tied into legalities. I'm not saying like they're in a lawsuit right now, but it can even be tied into legalities. Things used later on. You never know. We're the bad guys. How? That person is on an interview 2 years ago apologizing. Apology was because I needed a check, or because I wanted to claim my side of it. So that's the public side of things. Publicly apologize, nigga. That's some of the benefits of that. I see it, but it doesn't matter to certain people when they're in certain spots. These are shit. Let's figure it out. How do we do this? How do I maintain something and come back over there and get this battle, get this look, and get this check? I mean, so I see it clearly. Now, when we talk about this square, let's move to this next piece of footage. Let me enter the chat. Tay-Rock. Enter the chat, Tay-Rock.
I want to know, like, you know what I'm saying? Is that done for you? Is it like it's too personal? It's too much? It's like that's not even the type of battles you're trying to have no more? Too messy, too much extra shit?
I just ain't interested in the help with this nigga, bro.
Okay, it's really just that.
Yeah, it's just that. It's like, when was the last time he had a great battle?
Great battle? I say Suge was good last year. That was his last good battle.
Okay, I've been having
Suge,
great battles all last year.
Suge caught the dub on that one
That was
too.
last year?
That was last year, top of the year.
What's good,
After
Holla?
that, it was been like him and Swamp. He beat Swamp, but it was a decent battle. But after that, he ain't battle. The Cassidy shit was a one rounder that you know. You see how that shit went, and the Twerk shit wasn't really. That wasn't a good battle at all. Twerk messed up every round.
So basically, he need a nigga like me to bring him out.
Yes, Rock. We need that. You know,
I'm just saying.
I don't know if we need that, but it's like
that's what he needs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I'm not interested in giving him what he needs.
Right.
Nah, nigga. It was a lot of shit that could have happened, but we passed that now. Like, you know what I'm saying? So.
It was okay. So could we say never, or is like at this point you don't even care for it?
Yeah, nah, I don't care for it.
The only way it could happen is if the Smack made it happen or something type shit.
Yeah, if Smack made it happen, yeah, we outside. But
I don't see Smack.
Nah, Smack.
I don't see Smack interested.
I'm about to say, like, I don't see me doing it because, like, in the past, like, I already turned down probably like the biggest bag I was going to get for it.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
Nobody's going to offer that to me and him I don't know what the fuck they was gonna offer him, but
right.
Nobody's gonna offer what the fuck they was gonna give me to battle him back then.
Was that Chrome?
Yeah.
Okay, and Chrome is done now.
Yeah,
so
Remy was gonna give me that bag.
Okay.
Like, what she was gonna give me, niggas ain't trying to pay that to see what I'm gonna do to this nigga.
Damn, so you turn down that bag, bro.
Hey,
I respect this shit.
A couple of them, for real.
Nah, man. I mean, okay, so this is something that we might not never ever see happen anymore. And basically,
I respect Rock there because Rock is playing within his lane. What lanes? You have what he's at least in that spot. Deeming the shot caller of it, Smack, right? And we saw Smack's answer after the Tay-Rock shit. He was like, "That's why I fuck with Rock because blah blah. He niggas know blah blah blah. He got killed niggas like that blah blah blah." You know what I'm saying? Rock is filling a lane like of a soldier there, you know. And there's a bunch of battlers that have been in that spot with URL. Not just because that's their alliance and their loyalty. Sometimes I don't think Rock. I think Rock and URL is 100% genuine. But some other battle is just like, this is my opportunity. So let me just flex this loyalty. Like, and where are you now? You know what I'm saying? But that's soldiering right there. And I respect it. I respect it because it shows clearly if you're gonna say, I'm cool on it. I don't want to help him. I'm good. But the moment you insert the but if URL off Smack, then I'm gonna pick up my gun. If they want something other than that, you get it? So it's clearly when you look at Smack, when you look at Tay-Rock, it's all about the business impact, opportunity, need for each other, along with some of the other byproducts that can be gained along the way, like the markouts, the public cleanups, the spit back in your face indirectly, and some of it you might deserve, you know, because it was very Brody the way things happened, not just when they parted, but even the history of URL allegedly and Eazy along the way. You know, but for me, I've gone backwards in some small situations a couple times, you know, like Jag. he had to be marked out to come back. You got to do that first battle back for like travel money. That's it, not like travel only type shit. You have to. I'm not. You think you're getting? Nah. That's my apology right there. You know what I mean? Like, or you lost the connection that we had as far as like me treating you with priority. Now I look at you like, if I could gain, then fine. I do a lot of battles, don't do shit for me. But those people in those situations are in a certain spot or a certain grace. You know what I'm saying? If we are Bishop and Q at the locker and we're looking at each other and we don't like each other, we've done a lot of shit to each other, yet we still come back to the table and we like this, hiding the joint behind our back, there has to be folding. There has to be gains outside of just a dollar, hopefully. I think Eazy's, once again, his reconciliation is the look. I need big looks right now because I want to stay the algorithm. I need the money right now. I need some of these bridges to be reformed because the ones that I burned, I did because I thought that Chrome was the next URL. It was literally about a month before he himself comes out and says Chrome is falling back. It was a month before that. He was bolstering Chrome, saying Chrome is the most known league. That's where he was a month before. And then all it took was 4 weeks later. Maybe a conversation. Oh shit, let me come out and say this. And then you start with other places and you still got trenches with which is yours, but you just don't have the bread to finance impactful shit or book yourself into big matches or the sponsorship. So this is clear. It's apparent. You'd be a fool to not be able to look through this shit, because if we don't fuck with each other or we've done these type of things to each other, yet we're trying to come back to the table, we need each other. We need each other. I don't like those type of scenarios to put myself in, but that's why I keep myself in a situation where I don't have to fold for people, where I don't have to text somebody, I don't like you and you don't like me, but let me battle with you. I never want to put myself in a situation like that for life, in life, period. If you have to work with somebody, or if you're willing to work with somebody that you don't like, there is a bigger problem. Is that not crystal clear? So I know I'm not super, my square has been painted outside the lines before in my life. I'm not perfect, but I want to see some of these people, minus the bullshit that you guys tell me in the public, who stands the most in their squares? Who stands the most in their squares? Who's going to turn back around to reconcile when the bills pile up? Who's going to turn around and get on their knees and publicly apologize, even though they were wronged as well? Who's going to say, I need you now? Who's going to say, hey, man, let's get back to being best friends again? And I'm not trying to step on the lines of people can't make amends. There's no real amends there. You don't have a smack on a Monday saying you got to kill niggas like that, and then Beasley a week later saying, well, maybe. Unless that's not a we're making amends as black men type of thing. It's not that. All right. I just want to be transparent about that. But I'm gonna stay over here. You guys go over there together, do your battles. I'm gonna be over here and I'm gonna talk about it. Now, why does this even bleed into the gunplay and the Rick Ross shit? And you see the thumbnail, I put boss. I put business is business. I want to separate being in a boss's chair versus, I don't want to say the worker, because when you call somebody a worker, they feel away. Like, I've worked my entire, I've had people over me, so you can call me a worker. I have people over me in certain businesses and aspects and jobs that I've done, and I'm fine with that because I accepted the terms. You know what I'm saying? But in hip hop, battle rap, in the industry, when you say you're the worker, it comes off like a slight. So I'm going to use that term, but I'm not saying it like that with a slight, people. So please bear with me. But when we talk about this Rick Ross and his gunplay shit, I'm going to tell you why this shit makes me think about the URL and Eazy shit, right? Because first, hold on a second. Pause this over here. Because you have one person that's sitting in a seat of, I'm the boss and I hold your outcome in my hands. You have the other person that is pretty much like, if I'm not doing what I want to do right now in life, it's because of you. It's not because of me, or I need you to be who I want to be in life. And it's just a dependency and it's a part of life and that happens. But shout out to M3S3. Shout out to all the homies over there. Fred was good, homie. It starts like this with this interview with Gunplay going up on their platform and talking his shit about Rick.
Juggling the streets and seeing all this money at this young age and pursuing rap, where a lot of time rap requires you to leave the streets alone to focus. Was it hard for you to juggle these two things?
Oh yeah, for sure. Cause it just felt like this. I'm gonna be totally honest and transparent, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't the type of nigga to sit here and sugarcoat shit. But when it was Raw's turn and we was on the road and we was doing everything, and then when it, you know, everybody was a group effort. When it was Gunplay's turn, it was crickets. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, it was hard for me. What you want me to do? Nobody's it's like, I got hit records, nobody's giving me a budget, nobody's doing that. So what you want me to fucking do? What would you like me to do? Do more, give another hit record and do more and never get no money? Or would you, what you want me to see is go back in these streets and go ahead and tap these pockets,
right?
Like I have to do. You see what I'm saying? Like this is what I did. This is what I didn't want to do.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But since niggas don't understand and niggas want to be, oh, okay, we don't know who Gunplay is. Fuck, nigga, give me that chain. Let me get all that because I'm back. You see what I'm saying? That was literally a cry for help for real when I look back and see that now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let me get that.
Right.
Let me get that. So you know,
showing them like I really would do this.
Yeah, you know, push me back in the street. So I mean, what you really want me to do? Like, you know, I'm for everything. I was down for the program for over 10, 15 years. And it's my turn. And then nobody lifted a finger, made a phone call or nothing for the old boy. You see what I'm saying? So what you want me to fucking do?
That's crazy because you have some killer features.
From the outside looking in.
But then when I'm signed to a label like Maybach Music, my hands tied. It's all up on the big dog. And then if you don't want to get me a budget, then you won't get me a budget.
You and Ross aren't close anymore?
I ain't gonna lie, like not really. As of lately, nah. I'm, you know what I mean? But you know,
y'all don't talk at all.
Nah.
It's a lot there. And I'm going to pull up the Rick Ross's response in a second. It's about to be a two-sided breakdown as far as the liability side versus the rider side. Now, let's talk about the rider side for a second. Let me use some very strong relationships in battle rap that are pretty visually obvious to us. Let's use RBE and Show Off, right? People be like, yo, they're related. Okay. If 5 years from now, if Show Off goes on M3S3 and says ARP we don't talk anymore. He didn't really take care of me. He didn't really put me in the matches that I needed. He never paid me the big God tier dollars that I feel I deserve. You know, it's gonna be split. Some people might look at that interview and say, damn, ARP, Show Off was a frontline guy. He's one of the pillars of RBE. How is he not where he wants to be? How is he feeling like he's had shorts over that 15 years of y'all working together and being homies? How is that possible? Other people are going to look at that and they're going to say, well, if you take the boss, and this is why I gave the context earlier of the worker, right? Because I don't want it to be misinterpreted. If you take the boss and the worker and the worker looks fine, fast forward 5 years later, but the worker doesn't, right? So did the boss make the investments and the right moves along that 15 years and the worker neglect? So there's going to be different perspectives of people hearing that, the same way with Rick Ross and the same way with Gunplay. Another one, Tay Rock and URL. If Tay Rock does an interview this year, next year, 3 years from now, and says, yo, man, y'all don't even realize that whole time I was really just battling on URL 5,000, 3,000. I was battling with them 5 times, 6 times a year. Add that up. Is that really the type of money that you expected me to be able to also put money aside and save and be in a great place, or, you know, can maintain a certain lifestyle? Battle Rap don't have no 401k and retirement plans or whatever. You know, they still driving Porsches and they got all this money in the bank, and I did all of that. And look, same thing with Gunplay and Rick Ross. Some people's going to say, damn, URL. Other people's going to say, wait a minute, Tay Rock, that's on you. It comes down to the person's perspective. It's going to have a mixed bag of reactions with that. Okay. Let's go to Rick Ross's response. And then I'm going to start getting into the differences between the liabilities versus the Tay Rocks. Okay. And this is what I meant by, if you keep up with me, bleeding the two together, the two topics. All right. Where's the Rick Ross response? Where's the Rick Ross response? Here it is right here.
I'm laughing at my little bro situation because I got number love for him, but the situation he's talking about was saying wasn't no budgets and nothing like that. The distributor had done dropped you. They ain't want nothing to do with you. MMG just ain't give you the bad news. We told you just keep working, just keep grinding. Don't stop, don't quit. Yeah, that's how it goes. When they don't want to spend no money on you, ain't no more budgets. You ain't have a manager or none of that. So they ain't tell you. And I ain't want to break your heart. I want you to keep hustling, nigga. I always say you won't break them from being on top. Put in 20 years of hard working, and when you meet a hoe, y'all start tongue kissing on love and hip hop and throw the 20 years away. You know, when niggas fall in love and say hoes lawyers and they don't be lawyers and they just, how you feeling now? That's how I feel. Yeah. So I know how it go. I feel you.
Laughing towards Gunplay, doing the video while you iced out in the pool. You could have did that video anywhere. Yeah, he's corny for that. He's corny for that. And he's taking shots at Gunplay. He's saying, nigga, life is beautiful over here. But that end piece right there, he's sending the type of subs that only 2 people know, or only people that's in the know that we don't know. That little last piece when he said you fall in love and you start tongue kissing on love and hip hop, and then you send lawyers or whatever. I feel the same way you feel. Something else happened. And there's always 3 sides to a story. We saw the Gunplay interview and everybody said, yo, Rick Ross, right? But he just subbed the fuck out of Gunplay. And we don't know the details of what he's talking about. There's more that happened between them. But let me go to the piece now of the rider, like the Tay Rock, okay? You tell me you want me to battle Eazy the Block Captain, even though I don't fuck with the guy and I don't really want to battle the guy. I don't want to help him out. But if you tell me you want me to battle him, I'm going to shoot. I'm the rider. I'm the soldier. I'm the front line. I got you if you call the shot, okay? Let's look at let's remind ourselves now. Those people too, if they're on the front lines, they will even take losses in the midst of your rise, your ascension. They'll take losses. I don't got to play too much because we all know what footage that is, right? They threw him like Gunplay flew through the air looking like he weighed 20 pounds. That's G-Unit jumping him. He did catch Mike Knox before the police separated it with fucking bear spray and pepper spray. He caught Mike Knox. Shout out to Mike Knox, official guy, right? Caught Mike Knox, but they beat the shit out of him too, though. Gunplay took. Where's Rick Ross? Where's the team? So he's on the front lines. Your beef is my beef. You know, it's like Game. It's like, I don't really want to get into it. Fat Joe and Jadakiss and all these guys. I respect these guys. You cross paths with some of these people. Could be a shootout at the radio station behind you taking sides. That's unit, Game, history type shit. Keep up. He took his L's. He fought his fights. He stood on the front line with Rick Ross. The boss said, I do want you to battle him. And he said, okay, I got you. And then he went in there with 8-minute rounds. You see how I'm blending the two together? So you got to respect that about the Tay Rock's gunplays of the world. Now let me remove the Tay Rock references so y'all don't think that that's correlating here when I go to the liability side. And I'm not saying that show off is a liability, okay? Let me remove the battle rappers for a second, but still keep the point true. The liabilities, when you grow through these structures, when you do have somebody over you, when you do have the budgets over you, when the top dog still is the one that says yes or no, when it's still the REM that has to say yes or no, or ARP or the Smack or the T-Top, right? Are you looked at as a liability along the way, or are you an asset? Is Gunplay an asset like that to Rick Ross? Should he have to be before I click play on this? Maybe not, because you guys presented us as if you guys were friends. So that introduces an angle. Oh, we talking life right now. Sometimes friends have an expectation that isn't fair to the other person. It's you my brother, you my cousin, you my friend. We came up together. I was there when you had nothing. So do all the extras for me. And along the way, I'm going to do some of the extras. But the extras always run out. And then it leaves two people with a different perspective of how things went. Always. I'm even going to go through some historic fucking examples of it too. But going back to a liability.
What happened?
And now to a CBS 4 News exclusive story. A Miami rapper facing the music connected to an alleged armed robbery and assault that happened earlier this year. CBS 4's Brian Andrews was there as Gunplay surrendered at Miami-Dade Police Headquarters.
Gunplay, would you like to say anything before you... Huge in the world of rap and hip-hop, but quiet as a church mouse, Gunplay, whose real name is Richard Morales, followed his lawyer's advice and said nothing.
Name is
turned
Gunplay.
himself in to face armed robbery and assault charges. He gave some personal items to family and friends who went with him at the time of surrender, and then headed off to face the music of the charges filed against him. Prosecutors say he pulled a gun back in April during an argument at a tax preparer's office in Northwest Miami-Dade, punching the accountant, whom he's known for 5 years, in the head, then taking his gold chain and cell phone. Prosecutors say Gunplay and another man later returned to that tax office and pointed a gun at the accountant one more time, screaming obscenities.
This is something that is nothing more than a misunderstanding. This stems from an incident back in April.
Yeah, okay. Remember when Stringer walks in there with his suit and shit? Oh, now because he got robbed, pissed off, trying to do the blue collar shit. Yo, we need somebody to hit. Who we hitting? The mayor. What? The mayor? Avon walked. No, you want to go do it that? No, go do that. No, we're not hitting politicians and shit. Bring no heat down. No, you want to play corporate, go play corporate. But at this point, these bosses are corporate as shit. The money changes. Money removes, calms down, and I got the perfect 50 Cent example of this. Stay with me. You remain the liability as well. You remain the liability. Gunplay always had the reputation of being wild, getting into stuff. We have literally millions of dollars around us. And I say this with all due respect to Gunplay because I've always fucked with him. I always fucked with how he frontlined, like we said, and how he soldiered. And he got some good classic songs as well. I fuck with Gunplay. But the truth still makes people have to look at all the different circumstances of how people go 30 years and then all of a sudden they have these fallouts. Or it's like, oh, he didn't do this for me. Or he didn't open up the budget. Or he didn't do this. Or he gets subbed about some girl. Or something.
Long-term effects of cocaine use.
And respectfully, I believe he continued to have, it might, maybe even now, cleaning himself up, you know. But you know how we do it AI as well, people, because I be wanting to see the life changing money that goes through certain people's hands when I hear stuff like this, because that's also where I get to look at you and say, yeah, that boss, that owner, that person, he may not have did the best by you. He may have made some mistakes. He may have even did you wrong at certain times. But Jesus Christ, you have a level of responsibility as an individual and as a man, or possibly a father and a son and all this, or on your own too. And if that doesn't take precedence, then everybody's on their knees waiting, saying, I only reach where you put me. Which one would you rather be? So when we look at the actual stats, I asked, what are some of the accolades and accomplishments of the rapper Gunplay while he was with Rick Ross? While affiliated with Rick Ross and his label Maybach Music Group, the rapper Gunplay built a reputation as a standout member of Ross's crew and had several notable accomplishments and moments that raised his profile in hip hop. Below are some of the main accolades, milestones, and career highlights from that era. Founding member of Triple C's. Y'all remember Triple C's, right? You had Rick Ross, you had Torch, you had, I don't even remember Young Breed. I definitely remember Torch. I got a Torch clip that we're gonna play in a second. I really did a little bit of homework for y'all this morning. Key accomplishments. Released the group's debut album, Custom Cars and Cycles, Triple C's. The album debuted number 44 on Billboard Top 200 and number 2 on the Billboard Rap Albums chart, giving the group national exposure. The group was featured on several Rick Ross projects during his rise in the late 2000s. Major appearances on Rick Ross and MMG projects, for example, the Deeper Than Rap album, the Self-Made Volume 2 album, the Self-Made Volume 3 album. The song Gunplay was crazy. That's like one of the best songs on the album, maybe. Critically recognized guest verse, Cartoon and Serial. The track ranked number 2 on Complex's Best 50. Mixtape success. Major label deal with Def Jam. He put out, was this his album, Living Legend? Or was this Rick Ross? I forget. Either way, that deal eventually led, to his debut studio album, Living Legend. So he did do a Def Jam album. Reputation as one of MMG's most charismatic members. And then here's the summary of what we pretty much just went over. And then I turned around and asked another question. Tell me how much money he may have made across his music and his TV career. Because I forgot that he did Love and Hip Hop. I totally forgot he was on VH1. Estimated total money Gunplay has made today between the amounts of $400,000 and $2 million, depending on the outlet. Total career earnings roughly $3 million through $8 million across music, touring, TV, and appearances. Here's where that money likely came from. Music features, albums, and royalties. Income sources, features and verses on MMG. Streaming royalties, solo albums and mixtapes. Paid guest features, verses, 5 to 25,000. Club appearances, 10 to 30,000 per. Streaming royalties from millions of plays. Estimated music earnings across his career, 1.5 to 4 million. He also released his debut album, Living Legend, in 2015. His advance was 200 to 500,000 for which is for mid-tier artists. Maybach Music Group compilation success, Volume 1 and Volume 2. Estimated income from that era, 500 through 1.5 million. Reality TV income, $10 to $25,000 per episode, about 150 through 300,000 per season. Estimated TV revenue then becomes 200 through 600. Touring live shows, it keeps going. Merch stuff, it keeps going. So here's the breakdown. Now, of course, these are guesstimations, estimates that are pulled from publicly accessible numbers, as well as guesstimates based on mid-tier artists and whatnot, right? Let me give him the low end of all of that. Super low end of all that, and just say he made $1 million. If a friend puts you in a position to walk away with $1 million, how many of these starving rappers and trying to get into the industry and trying to get on VH1 and trying to get on these big albums and trying to get in the studio and trying to get paid for walkthroughs, how many of is that a fucking dream? Make $1 million in the music industry. $1 million in any industry that you want to choose as a profession. That's the lower side I want to take. $1 million. $1 million. Life-changing money. I know once you pay taxes, it comes down or whatever. But what percentage of the world has made $1 million per year, per career, per 20 years? So forget the chat GPT now. Now when I said I wanted to use other examples of this because everybody could go through it, and I could relate as a league owner too. Other league owners can relate. Other bosses can relate. This is the 50 Cent example. Okay, I want to play a recent joint from Bangum Smurf on No Jumper. Everybody knows the history between Bangum and 50, right?
But this is why I can say when I look back at it now, I messed up. I should have just explained to him the situation, like, nah, bro, this what happened. But instead of that, you know, I was raged up, my blood boiling. I kind of caught attitude with Fifth, like, nigga, don't ask me now, ask your man what happened, why he got washed up. I shouldn't have did that. You dig? So when I look back and shit now, I should just went on the bus and sat down and explained to him what happened. You heard? So
that's the liability side. Now, as I bring up this next one, because I said we was going to play Torch. Sticking with the liability for a second. This is why people give 50 the business credit of being a genius. Has he done wrongs to people over the years? Of course. But he's a genius business-wise. Forget the today 50 that is 50 years old. The 50 that we met back then, that was on tour for his first album, Get Rich or Die Trying, when we all were watching him running around with a bulletproof vest and we thought that he just got shot, he's returning now. He really, really is one of them guys that comes from that, right? This is early 50 Cent. He had the intuition to see all these street niggas that he brought with him from Queens, like Bangum Smurf, a nigga that really gives it up in the street, a real shooter in the street. He had the intuition back then to say, I know we all out here selling drugs up and down Jamaica Ave a mile a minute, but now we in this lane with this opportunity and this much money around us, and we have the world in front of us, and you on tour fighting, I'm sending you the fuck home, and you used to be my best friend. You started G-Unit with me. This is not new. This is sometimes somebody has to be smart enough and strong enough to make those decisions to say, I can't let you bring down the ship even though you're my brother, because you need to get on my level. That's the harsh fucking reality. You can't be a liability, especially if I'm carrying a majority of the weight. No, it's not allegedly. He said it himself. Bangum Smurf got how many DVDs calling himself a shooter? I ain't saying allegedly for no Bangum Smurf. He's got his reputation stamped. 50 said it. He said it. I'm like, nah, I'm not saying allegedly for that. This is real talk. But a person that you started this shit with, I got to send him home. Fast forward, where's 50 today? He's working with Tyler Perry. Where's Bangum today? Getting Coke Boys tatted on him, getting MMG tatted on him, deported to Trinidad, doing interviews, not looking too great. You know, that's it. That's where you end up. Tony Yayo, though, who stayed down, played his role, said, I'm not going to be a liability. I'm not. Look at his interview about the fucking shit on the plane with Ja Rule. It's funny to us, but see through it. See the difference between a Tony Yayo and a Bangum Smurf. Tony Yayo was up there on Vlad after the shit on the plane with Ja Rule, and he's like, yo, Murder, chill out. You want to get banned from Delta? No more trips to Dubai. No more trips to this. Sit your ass down. And what the fuck did Bangum just say on No Jumper? If I was smarter back then, I would have apologized and sat my ass down on the... I'm too good. Stop me where I'm fucking wrong. Speaking of triple C's, a Torch. What did you tell us when you had to me my favorite song from Torch when he was running with Triple C's and they had their chance to put their album out, the three of them? What did you say?
They told me if I ain't have 10 different ways to get money in this game, I ain't using it right.
It's one of my favorite songs from him. So of course I remember shit like that. A3, you all right? You there? You with me? Do you know that song? I'm in the real estate. It told me if I have X amount of ways to get money in this game, I ain't using it right. And then he goes on in the rest of that to say, I'm up to 15 now. I hope Torch is walking what he's talking back then, because everything comes to an end in this world. The albums, the touring, the spotlight, the podcast, the battle rap leagues, the battle bookings, the girlfriends, the boyfriends, the fucking sugar daddies, the sugar mom. Everything comes to an end sooner or later. So have your 15 ways like Torch just rapped. Don't rap that shit if you lying to me then. Because that really is the name of the game, even for the brothers together. We are Sandbox. We're going to try to do this together. But I need to have 15 ways the same way you do. Because everything around us is a fucking variable. And the moment something changes, we all got to pivot. Or we end up like Rick Ross and Gunplay. Which one would you rather be today? I'll tell you which one you'd rather be, right? Keep going, ARP. Reference King.
Leaving here with something. You know what I mean? I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something. I'm leaving here with something. You know what I mean? I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something.
Y'all are all cut like what Denzel just said. Y'all from around the way. I'm leaving here with something. All of us in battle rap, all these people we grew up listening to and following in the industry all these years. I'm an 80s baby. That means, and there's a lot of 80s babies and even 90s babies in our chat. I know the demographics of this channel. They pretty much watch me from the 20s all the way through the mid 50s, which means that there's a big demographic on this channel that can relate to my era, which means that we are all in our late 30s, 40s, and 50s. All of us. You will continue to see interviews like Gunplay. You will continue to see battle rappers, this league owner. You will continue to see ex-partners, a Dame Dash. You will continue to see rappers that aren't able to sit back and they didn't do nothing. I don't know what some of the members from D12 are doing right now. Bizarre move around. Shout out to Bizarre. Eminem is sitting quiet somewhere on all of his millions of dollars, chilling after all the hard work and all the ups and downs of his career. I don't know where the other D12 members are. Rockefeller days. It was beautiful when it was going down, wasn't it? Right? It was beautiful. Jay-Z, Biggs, maybe some of the other people behind the scenes, still eating high up on the hog. Still a bunch of people being taken care of. Even Bleak, he played the Tony Yayo role. And Jay-Z also gave him back the same loyalty. Like, I pulled you out of that project building and told your mother I want him to rap and away from other opportunities. But then you got other people that come along during the way. And yeah, we became brothers at a time, but you moved different and you possibly became a liability at times. The Beanie Siegels. What did Jay-Z rap? Nah, Beans, I'm not trying to pull you. I'm just trying to separate the streets from the game. He rapped it to him. Fast forward, some people get at Jay-Z and say, when Beanie Siegel was in court, they was looking for a cosign of Jay-Z to say, will you accept responsibility if we release him? Jay-Z said, nah, because I don't know if he's going to walk up in somebody's fucking office like Gunplay tomorrow. He's the Broad Street bully, right? Emil, the young guns. Who knows who's doing great right now? You can keep going. There's always one person that continues or makes right moves or meets the right people or gets the different opportunities. But what do you do when you're in this Destiny's Child, Beyonce, billionaire, Kelly Rowland, still all over the place. The rest of the members, I have no clue. NSYNC, I don't know, maybe do a fucking commercial for nostalgia or some shit. It's Justin Timberlake. The rest of them, haven't seen them in years. B2K, Amarion. Where's the rest of them? I don't know. No Limit. Without verses. Dipset. The Wu-Tang. My niggas. My guys. There's never been no fucking internal fighting and accusations members coming out talking about RZA took certain amount of money or took more off the plate or whatever. It's every situation. Niggas laugh and say, yo, nigga said B2K. I'm referencing all over. I'm in the Matrix. I'm in the Matrix right now, people. I'm Rain Manning. It happens everywhere. Rough Riders. A3. You remember Infrared? Where's Infrared? I don't know. Where's Swizz Beats? Sitting in that futuristic fucking crib with Alicia Keys. Like, it's every situation, man. It's everybody. And there's a time where we are brothers. You know what I mean? And if I need you, it's going to end up being URL and Eazy. If I don't need you and we go our separate ways or we fall out, you better have did what Torch said. Have 15 different ways to get money. And that goes for the bosses, because I could say bosses that have crumbled and ain't on shit right now neither. Owners that have crumbled and ain't on shit right now neither, whether we talking battle rap or the industry. There's opportunity for all of us to fall. Rick, everybody. You get in that spot, you try to do the best you can, stand in your square, do right by people. But best believe, we all fight the clock, all of us. Watch how many interviews continue to come out over the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years as all these people are in their 30s, 40s, and 50s. A lot of people's going to complain that they missed out on something. But you just got to see, who do we blame for you missing out on something? All right. The Mixed Bag TV. Appreciate you, homie. Says early Sunday morning talk with the big homie ARP. Don't mind if I do. Salute to you. My stream's better. I don't have to keep going to other topics like Your Honor. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry I missed the supers, but I don't need to stare at my chat to carry conversation. I do it naturally and stay compelling without all of that. You fucking goofball. I'm not talking to nobody in particular. Shout out to the Mixed Bag TV. Cartier Carter 634. Can you do more battle rap business blogs? I am an up and coming league owner and I would sub just for that. I'm not gonna fucking specialize topics to get your sub. If you fuck with us over here, you fuck with us. No, that's a half shot. I'm putting the message out there for you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm half joking. All right. I do a lot of battle rap business blogs. I do. They're not necessarily titled. ARP says budgeting battle rap 101, right? But I mix a lot of my experience into battle rap topics. I reference a lot of battle rap history. So, if you catch certain, you could think that the thumbnail and the title says Eazy The Block Captain return to URL. And it's such an expansive conversation that we might end up having. So I get this a lot. People send this type of stuff to me a lot. Can you do a real estate one? Can you do a homeowner one? Videos? Can you do training videos? And I'm not the fucking man in any of these lanes, but when I do have something I'm experienced in or certain situations, I do get them off with y'all, and hopefully we all grab something. So, as an up and coming league owner, my advice would be, stay in your means. It's very hard to not get competitive and not trying to fight up because you see like, damn, how do I make my way? Or how do I make my everybody turn my way as well? How do I build my company? And you're coming in at a time that battle rap it's on unsteady ground. All right. It's not the best time to become a league owner. But I don't want to turn you away from battle rap, because if you can come in here and produce and do a great thing for the culture, then salute to you. And I wish you the most luck, but, be careful with your budgeting. Pick less than 3 to 5 people that you could actually trust and understand that the rest of them is just business. Okay. I don't give a fuck how much they smile on your face or whatever. And don't let the culture because it's a very toxic arena. Don't let it turn you away from your own morals and principles. Do your best to draw your square on the ground and stand in it as much as possible. If you lean out of it or tip out of it every once in a while, I do too. But for majority of your stay, stand in your square. And that'll allow you to not only be able to navigate the toxic field, it'll help you make decisions. It'll help you stay as clean as possible. You know? So yeah. I could talk on that type of shit forever, but good luck, homie, for real. Jay is here. She says it's my anniversary. Tony VC. Oh shit, 12 months. OGs. He's OG before that. And you could have had a membership after you were already a mod, for all I remember. But 1 year anniversary for Jay here. Appreciate you, love. Shout out to you. Once again, you've been doing an incredible job. Shout out to the whole checks and balances. I'm in and out of that chat as much as I can, trying to keep up. So we have the checks and balances where we pretty much try to put news in there, keep each other in the loop. And then we have the Sorry It's True chat where, it's more loose. People hang out in there. I drop off some posts in there that I think are funny at times, like the Sorry It's True chat. If you want to join there, you got to hit up one of the mods and they'll get you on that IG group chat. I'm not eating that. Yeah, Beasley, stay cleaning up smack shit. They're a night and day personalities, and you know what I'm saying. But what they do together as a collective works, so it's cool. There's a lot of differences between me and Shato, or even our partner Lawrence that y'all don't know, or maybe you know. Definitely behind the scenes, people know him. It's a lot of similarities, but there's also a lot of differences. You know what I mean, so you're gonna have different dynamics within companies and teams and ownerships and boards, and you know what I mean. But does what you guys do together work? And what these guys, I could be very critical of URL. I have a lot of history with them. I know a lot about them. I know a ton about them that I don't even talk about. But at the same time, I do realize that they've met a lot of success. You know what I mean? So they're still the most popular. They will always have the biggest reputation for leagues. They haven't been the top league, possibly, arguably, since 2022. Arguably. Yet they still are the most popular. That's because of the work that they put in. All right. And other shit. A lot of people deal with coworkers they don't like, while others hit that point where they're like, yeah, no thanks, and I'll go find something better. Yeah. If you're going to work tomorrow morning and you're getting up for that job and you're like, fuck, you're allowing shit for the trade-offs. It's that check. We all got bills to pay. You got mouths to feed. You got to take care of yourself. You got lights to keep on, etc., 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 etc. You got vices. You got all these things. But we don't always end up in a spot where we're doing something that makes us happy. I'd like for this to be my retirement. When I stop moving around out in the world, or when I retract from my multiple careers and I say, all I want to do is just have fun and just talk about shit, my experiences, and have a good time or whatever. This will be my only job, But shout out to all the hard workers out there. I know a lot of people, they eat shit, but they got responsibilities. Here's what it is. It's tough. Don Bean is here. Salute to our members. He says, yo, AR was goody. Peace to the green team chat, the mods. Hope everyone's weekend has been great so far. Hit that like, though, and get out them bushes. Yeah, stop being so scary and hit the like button. Help the channel out. Jay says, do you remember when Roller told Ghost, I'm your friend? That scene hurt me. There's so many references if we continue to dig into that topic. I was gonna reference the fuck out of that end that I was doing when I said NSYNC and Destiny's Child and Rockefeller and No Limit, and I was gonna go crazy with that. I was gonna pull references up and say, look at this person that had this problem. Look at this person that they say they work in Kmart now and they had a record deal. It's a million of them. It's a million of them. Gunplay just happens to have the recent interview. You know, who do you point at is a whole different story. Whole different story. NSYNC is collecting checks from Marvel. Their song was in Wolverine and Deadpool. B2K is on tour with Bow Wow. That's dope. That's dope. Yeah, a lot of people are able to go back into their old catalog, and especially if you have hit records. Look at Genuine. They caught him lip syncing the other night. He's up there falling off stage, doing weird dances or whatever, but he has a fan base. And there's always going to be people, every era is like that. My mother hated or disliked a lot of my era's music. She had her own shit, jazz and dancehall and West Indian culture. And here I come with fucking Das Effects. And she's like, what? You guys listen to garbage. Now I'm older and I get it. I get it. My kids listen to more rap and shit. Like they know more of what I'm into than my mother knew of what I was into, because hip hop got more and more popular. Back then in the 80s and the 90s, some of our parents, they looked at our shit like noise pollution, you know? So what I'm trying to say is, once you get into your 30s and your 40s and your 50s, you're still attached to that music. I was just saying the other night, I was just like, yo, you know, R&B feels dead. Like, I don't, maybe I'm missing out. I'm not following enough. But like the 90s era of R&B, it's like, where are the big, like we had like 50 big R&B artists on the scene. You know, R&B just feels dead right now, B. But I'm still an R&B head. So if I turned around and I saw, like, let's say he didn't have all this bullshit on his name, R. Kelly fucking concert pop up, I'm there. Go on my Instagram. There's a post that I put up from the Wu concert that they just finished, and they was promoting that it might be one of their last times as a collective, all of them getting together. I said I can't miss it, and I went, and like when you hear like the song Triumph Building, you hear me screaming, there it is, there it is. It's like the nostalgia. It's like what DNA was talking about with Battle Rap. It's the nostalgia of it. Like I'm still tied to my era of music, and I will still go to those shows. So that's why people can still collect certain checks and whatnot, and that's dope if you got into that place. You know, it is what it is. No, all directs today. I hope. I think if I had any subs, you know, all right. Shout out to Wavy, member for 7 months. Says that hat fire. This is Negro Leagues. Thank you, homie. I didn't even know Legends Never Die. I didn't know it was Negro Leagues. It's at Lids right now. I thought it was a New York hat I was picking up. See the Negro Leagues in the back? Yeah, I thought it was NY. It's not. So I was like, yeah, I'm leaving the store with that. Like Denzel, I'm leaving with something. I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something. Misha's here. It's good to see you, love. Member for 6. Everybody's repping their sets today. 16 months. Happy anniversary, Jay. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. I remember Yella is here. Another anniversary, 12 months. Can't let that KD versus Danger edit go by quietly. Oh man. Yeah, Avo is he's the best. When he sent the first version to me, he had that in there. When I saw it, I said, oh shit, that makes so much sense. And that's so crazy. But then I asked him to update it and add Verb as well over KD. Because people don't really allegedly, that conversation isn't really too heavy out there. It's more so about Danger Zone. So I said, no. Edit Verb over KD as well, allegedly. So the idea is Avo's evil genius, and then I picked up the torch. There goes another parallel and torch for y'all. Yeah, so we're like 2 weeks away from that. We're gonna have a good time. I'm gonna see some free battles. Anything else I could talk about before we get up out of here? Yesterday. So I told y'all about these $400 3 bracelets that I got, right? Caught me slipping. Picked this up. I was able to get outside and get a little bit of shopping done yesterday. Ran around all afternoon. A couple stores. Shout out to my man Quasi from Moda. He had a function like Friday. I wasn't even able to make it. I'll still be on my fashion shit. You know what I'm saying? I still be tearing the stores up when I get a chance. But I don't shop for clothes as much as I used to because I already redid my entire closet. I spent like 3 years redoing my whole closet, giving away and donating almost everything in my closet and replacing all new up to my current styles that I like to wear. And now it's all jam packed. So I don't really have a reason to, and like I have so much shit in my closet. It's like brand new. So jackets and remember that like $5,000 jacket I bought on stream and said my man gave it to me because it didn't fit him instead of returning it. That designer leather jacket. I didn't wear it. I got a lot of shit like that in my closet. There's sneakers that's still wrapped in plastic, tags. There's so much shit I ain't wear. So it's like I don't even have a reason to, as much as I like clothes, I don't have a reason to shop anymore. I bought some clothes yesterday while I stopped in Zara, one of my favorite stores. Bought a pair of wide leg sweats, bought some jeans. Watch it take me a year to wear them. You know, it's like we see search, it's like, oh nah, I need that. But I got too much shit, so I don't shop for clothes as much as I used to. Quasi, don't get mad at me if you're hearing this, man. Like, what, nigga? You better come through. I got you. When you gonna let me take you shopping? So coming from a lady is all good. Is when Diddy said it to fucking Fab and Jada, or Fab no, he said it to 50. It was Fab. He was talking about partying. He said the shopping shit to 50, but his rebuttal on the Breakfast Club was funny though. When they asked Diddy, Diddy was like, I thought he needed some clothes. So Diddy got him back, but 50 painted a picture and a half of Diddy for that for years. He's like, this nigga try to really think you can get me? And like, yeah. Yo, let me take you shopping. It's crazy, man. I think it's okay, man, depending on the dynamic of the relationship. If you're gonna pay for everything, it's gotta be a reason, though. Like a man taking another man's shop, gotta be like your artist. That's fine. What else? Your man that just came home? Yeah. Those are two. Wait, he just came home. He's your artist. You know that he likes clothes and he's been down on life. And you know that I cheer him up. Yo, man, we're heading out. That's 3. You pick your guy up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's 3. But if you take 2 rich guys that's doing well, like a 50 and a Diddy, and Diddy picks up the phone one day, or he bumps into 50 one day and just says to his face, hey, multimillionaire, I got an idea. Let me take you shopping. There's no justification. I'm out of here, man. I do too much. I'm gonna fuck around and get in trouble. All right, y'all have a good Sunday. I got some uploads coming up that's gonna be on the other channel. I'm gonna do the Clarissa joint. I got another Rick Ross topic to go over there. I'm gonna do the Blueface clip and the Bangum Smurf talking about Max B. I'm going over to the other channel as well. So we got some news topics. Y'all keep an eye over there. Please continue to subscribe. We almost got that channel monetized, man. We almost got that channel monetized, y'all. So help me out. Go over to that channel, man. Share those videos too, man. Other than that, we'll be back ASAP. I got y'all.
Don't confuse silence with work ethic. I'm a boss making decisions, my first fetish. The verse cherished is perfect, that's a reverse blemish. I dropped it, connected the block, learn Tetris.
One of the toughest characters ever to bulldog his way
Welcome to the house
into
of. And shout out to them.
Without my reach, still got a gun.